Superhero Kurt Browning is to Sports Canada what Michael Jordan is to the United States. With more on the Canadian national treasure and his battle with the 1992 he'd rather forget, here's Gail Gardner.
By any standard, Kurt Browning is an unqualified success. He certainly put figure skating on the map in Canada. The three-time world champion is loved and adored in this country, but he had thought about distancing himself from the sport. But once again, the fires have started to burn.
You talk about voices maybe saying Browning should have gone pro. Maybe you shouldn't take someone else's place on the world team. But they're not the voices that are going to help me when I'm at Sunrise waiting for the music to start.
What does Kurt Browning hear? What does he see? A three-time world champion, 1989 Paris, 1990 Halifax, 1991 Munich. Browning had not only climbed the mountain, he owned it. 1992 Albertville, the Winter Olympics. After so long on the summit, to even consider that Browning might not win the gold medal seemed impossible. Kurt Browning finished sixth.
My goals changed from being gold medalist to just being there and being an Olympian. And then finding myself sitting in the dressing room looking at my coach going, it's the first time in about 5 years I actually get to take my outfit off. I'm not going back out for a medal. And he said, no, you're not. It all came crashing down right there.
What happens when you tumble from the top? When you find out you are not invincible? It kept Kurt Browning away from the ice for 3 months.
It was the first time in my entire life I didn't know where I was going to be 6 months down the road. I didn't know what my expectations were 2 years from now. I really actually had to make a decision for myself for a change. And it was a tough one. That could be the difference between silver and gold. Everything in my life is different. Where I live, who I work with, the car I'm driving to the rink. But you don't decide that in your life on purpose. Like, you don't say to yourself, I'm going to change everything on purpose to this mode. It just happens one by one. When I turn...
Talk about change. Browning moved from Edmonton to Toronto. That's like going from Wichita to New York. Got a new choreographer and an urban dance instructor. The whole team had changed. And it began at the top with a new coach, Louis Stong.
That's great. Great.
I don't want people to misunderstand that by changing everything, something was wrong. The injury is what caused the bad season and everything, and there's no fighting between my coach and I or anything like that. But it was time. I mean, you know, I'm getting older, 11 years in the same locker, same combination. I was due. I just needed a change.
So now everything seems well with Browning. He remains an amateur seeking a fourth world title and another shot at Olympic gold. But he no longer owns the mountain. Now he climbs side by side with other skaters, younger talent, like Canadian teammate Elvis Stojko. In the skating world, he's simply known as the Terminator.
What's good about it is I get another chance at overtaking him, which is good because he's still, everyone's eye is still number one, right? So instead of giving the crown handed down, it's more interesting to see if I can take it.
There's always going to be someone there, and I know that. And without that person there, I'm half the skater. Without Elvis pushing me, who has to do triple combinations? Who has to really try and sell Casablanca to the audience, to the judges? Who cares? Just go out and skate, get the medal, go home.